We do not choose where to be born. We do not choose who our parents are. But we do choose how we are going to live our lives. I did not choose to be born in South Sudan, a country rife with conflict. Gunshots were the order of the day. My mother dug a trench that soon became our home. But yet we did not feel protected. She had to flee in search of a safe place for us. We finally made it across the Kenyan borders, yes. But that was the longest journey that I have ever had in my whole life. My feet were raw with blisters. To our surprise, we found other family members that had fled into the camp earlier on, where you all are today, the Kakuma camp. My father, who had been absent in most of my early childhood, came back into my life. And he organized for me to go to boarding school. I remember the faith that he put in me. He will say, education is an animal that you have to overcome. With an education, you can survive. But then, in 2012, life took away the only thing that I was clinging on. My father died. My grades in school started to collapse. I wanted to go back and try again. But my parents were gone. I had no one to take care of me, and I had no one to pay that fees. I felt so hopeless. But then one of my best friends, a beautiful Kenyan lady, Esther Kaecha, she organized some travel money for us to travel to Anesta Victory Girls High School. When we entered the principal's office, he was asking, "What do you want?" And we looked at him with a cat face. "Just want to go back to school." Well, believe it or not, he not only paid our school fees, but also our uniform and pocket money for food. So I really want to say thank you to Anesta Victory, Mr. Gatimo, and the whole Anesta fraternity for giving me that chance. Education creates equal and fair chance for everyone to make it. As a teacher, I see my classroom as a laboratory that not only generates skills and knowledge, but also understanding and hope. Let's take a tree. A tree may have its branches cut, but give it water, and it will grow new branches. The school environment gives you a focus to focus ahead. Let's take it this way. When you're busy solving mathematical equations and you are memorizing poetry, you forget the violence that you witnessed back home. So I want to ask you all to invest in young refugees. Think of the tree that we mentioned earlier. We are the generation to plant it so that the next generation can water it, and the one that follows will enjoy the shade. They will reap the benefits. And the greatest benefit of them all is an education that will last.